All right, welcome back. I think it's the end of January. It's the last Saturday in January. And I realized I hadn't done a video in quite a while, so I figured I'd try one now. I got a new thing for vlogging. So it kind of goes hands-free and I could kind of look at what's going on. This is the Pit Fighter, but I just got it in last week, Monday? I think it's Monday. I think it's my first full week with it. And as you can see, made some progress. It's supposed to be like, I don't know, stone blocks, whatever, granite blocks. So that's painted, and the title is Blood on the Sand. So there's supposed to be sand involved somewhere. So that's what you're seeing. That tan is like the sand, and I'm just getting started on it. It looks like it's coming along, but I really got a long ways to go on it. What you're seeing there is the pit, and then this thing here is where you hold your dice and stuff at. And as you can see, I'm getting started on that. Still got a ways to go, but it's coming along pretty good. Eventually I'll put some media on it that looks like sand, so there'll be some sand, and then in the ends of it, which I haven't started yet, or one end I should say, is a wall of spikes, and then the other end is behind me. I started painting it while I primed it yesterday, and it's a wall of blades, like sharpened blades. And so the two fighters will square off in the middle here. Here's a turtle dude. I don't know what his name is. I'm going to have to find out. Normally they have a stand. I haven't gotten around to putting a stand on this guy yet. And he's just not going to stand up on the ground there. There he goes. Okay. So anyways, the two of them fight off in the middle, and they shove each other, and if one gets shoved into spikes, he dies, and the other one gets shoved into the blades, he dies, and basically everybody dies. So anyways, so something's coming. Those four little pots you see there, here, and over in there, they actually have flames that go in it, and you're supposed to paint those. But I found a place that sells LEDs, and they look like flames. They make it look like flickering flames. So I've got these set, or painting these. There's a hole in there, see that? And then the bottom goes all the way through. Can you see it? Well, I'm going to feed those lights through there, and it takes just a little 3-volt battery. So then I'm going to stick the battery inside, and then each of the posts are going to have flickering lights in it. So at night they can do battle and die in the dark, I guess. At any rate, so there's still tons to go, tons and tons. There's all the tokens. There's different tokens that you got to use to play the game. Here's one. You see the numeral 2. Can you make it out? Those all got to get painted. There's 2 players, and there's a set, and I'm going to count right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 of those that I got to paint. And then there's shields that go all along the side of the pit right here and here. So there's 4 of those. And the shields are very intricate. They're supposed to be, I think they're supposed to be antlers. They look like they might be antlers with bones. So I got to paint those. And then inside those, there's even more detail. So those are going to slow me down. At any rate, that's where we're at now. I had to order up a bunch of paint. I'm looking here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I use a company called Reaper. If you're familiar with them, you know who I'm talking about. If not, this is it. They're called Reaper. And then these are called triads. There's a dark one, a medium one, and a light one, and that allows you to shade. You put the medium one down, and that's the base color, and then you put the dark one, and that gives it the highlighting or background, and then you put the light one for highlighting. So I had to order 5 different ones of these. To grab all the colors. I needed blue because I got some of the peoples are blue, and then I got some browns. I got a lot of browns coming up, and some skin tones. Today I'm supposed to be getting Triad of Blood. There'll be a dark clotted, I think they call it clotted blood, and then there's dark brown or dark red. So the different kinds of bloods, and the reason for that is this thing's got to be covered with blood. It's got to have bloody spots on it, as does the blades. They'll have blood. I'm envisioning some blood around in here because, you know, they do battle. And also I've got some other miniatures coming up that are going to have to be painted, so I'm doing that for them as well. So I've got 3 more sets of 3, so 9 more paints coming in today. I hope everything shows up. Everything else is going well. I still got to order up a few more of the champions, but I've got so many right now it's going to hold me over for a while. This guy here is called the Azure God, and the theory behind this, or the purpose of this guy, is if you do battle and you win 3 battles, then you got to face this guy, and he's impossible to beat. And the idea is that's to bring you, to humble you. That was the word they used. This is the humbler, because you can't beat him. So if you think you're all froggy because you beat 3 people, when you beat this, go up against this guy, you're not going to win. Here's another guy. He's pretty cool. This is called a Jin. He's called Jin. This guy here is like a genie. In fact, if you look right there, can you make it out? I'm trying to get this thing to focus. You can see the genie's bottle. So he comes out of there, and then he's got his little ponytail. I've been trying to be so careful not to break that thing. So that's the Jin, and the Azure God, they call him. This little guy here, he's got a special name. I don't know what it is, but actually he's a spider, which is just cool. I had to have him. And each of these guys has a set of rules for them, and you know how much damage they can deal and what their special weapon is. And so that's the next element of these, is the cards. The cards are already printed, and I got to find some way of laminating them. You're supposed to cut them in half and then laminate them, and I was going to do that, but somebody online found a place that will print them, and it'll look just like a regular playing card. So I'm kind of excited. I really want to do that. I want it to look just like a card. And then the last thing I got to get is the dice. It takes they use 20-sided dice and a 6-sided dice. So I found those online, but I'm not really, they're just clear, or just kind of like plasticky looking. And this thing, I think, deserves something a little better than that. So I'm kind of hunting around for those. So at any rate, everything else is on hold. No models going on. I did score a couple Tonkas not too long ago in a auction, and I'm looking at getting a couple more. So, but those are on hold till the summertime when I can get out to them. So actually nothing's going on right now except for this. One exception, one small exception, is my good buddy Pennywise. This is a little guy. He's coming on pretty good. I started to do this, and then this game showed up, so I kind of stalled. I'll probably spend some time with him because I really need to get him off the bench. The big guy, I finally got the paint I was looking for, and the big guy, is, he came out not too bad. Still a little bit of touching up to do. My goal in this is to make it look like somebody is dressed up like it, and you can see the face on his side where he's got the white going on, and then you can see his flesh underneath it. We know that the real Pennywise is more of a creature or a lizard, but I wanted this to look like a dude that dressed up. And I think he came out pretty good. I'm kind of happy with him. The only thing I'm working on now is the balloon. I need to attach the balloon. And that guy, what's his name from work? I can't remember, because I decided I wasn't going to say his name anymore. I think I called him Bert. Anyways, he gave me some wire, and I got it home. I was really kind of happy. That would be great. But it turns out the wire's too thin. That balloon is kind of heavy, so I got to come up with something else. But I appreciate his help, no matter if I'm not talking to him or not. So anyways, that's Pennywise. He's kind of cool. I have to leave him out here in the garage because he just creeps me out. I don't want him in the house. He kind of freaks me out. And then when I come out here in the morning, I go to turn the light on. He's standing there. So I think he might be spending some time in a box somewhere for a little while till I can get over him. Anyways, that's what's going on, this old biker. Just kind of living life out here in the garage, doing my thing. And after that, that's about it. So we'll catch you later.